bitching and moaning so much about remakes. I want to play devil's advocate and say the one remake that I actually like, and I see its existence, which is its own conversation. Does a remake have to justify itself? I feel like it does. A regular game doesn't. A regular game can just be a story. A remake, you have to justify yourself. The remake that justifies itself, in my opinion, best is absolutely Resident Evil 1's remake. Now, a couple things. The first game came out in 1996. The remake came out in 2002. That is a 6-year difference. It's 2026. Look at games from 2019. Games from 2019. Red Dead Redemption 2 came out in 2018. And that game, I played it recently. Well, now that I think about it, I played it a year ago, which is insanity. That game still looks phenomenal today. The leap in graphics nowadays gets more and more minuscule. A 6-year leap is insane back then. Compare Resident Evil 1 to the remake. It's night and day. The remake still holds up now. And that really comes down to stuff like art direction, that comes down to art style, that comes down to framing, it comes down to camera angles, it comes down to so many things. But the Resident Evil remake, for my money, is the best remake because it feels justified. It is one of those rare cases where if I had to choose between playing the original and the remake, you're pretty much doing yourself a disservice if you don't play the remake. Now, the only thing that I will admit the OG has over the remake is the horrific voice acting. It is comedic. It is hilarious. It's wonderful. But I would say that remake is the only remake I can think that actually does its job by making the remake part feel necessary. Now, when I played the original Resident Evil, I didn't think it needed like a remake. I didn't think it was like a dysfunctional game. But this is a director, the same director Shinji Mikami directed both games. This is a guy who is using, you could tell in this remake that this is what the development team pictured the game looking like. And on the PS1, they just worked with what they had. And don't even get me started on, there have been eternal rumors for a remake of the remake, like a Resident Evil 1 remake that's like third person. This is like remakeception, my head spinning. But OG RE1 versus the remake's the way to go. But I still like playing the OG. I still like thinking about the OG just because it's like so charming. But the remake, come on.